From our Man Cave studios, this is the Man Cave with Raphael Leah
and John Jackson. Today, NBA. We have a lot to talk about because these series have not gone the way we thought it was going to go.
Absolutely not, and I think we both go to one series in general, but we're forgetting about, I think everyone out there is looking at one series only, this Golden State series. You were thinking it, I know you were.
Of course, everybody knows. Everybody's surprised.
So we're going to talk about that, of course, but we got to get through the Cavs and the Raptors first, because I feel like as soon as we talk about the Golden State Warriors, people just tune it off afterwards. Because that's what you guys
want. It overshadows this one.
Of course. And
this one's huge, though, because
it's a big series.
It's unexpected, though, what's happened.
Well, the Cavaliers came in, what was it, when they won game 1. So, and 2, so it was 10-0. Yes, I think how it ended their winning streak. And I saw this online, not online, I was actually watching TV.
Oh, you watch TV?
I know, people still watch TV.
Wow.
And I saw they were interviewing some Cleveland fans in Cleveland at like this really cool barber shop. Like it had a pool table, and I want to go to that barber shop.
Anyway,
but that's besides the point.
That's besides.
They were talking to them, and they were like, "Oh yeah, Cleveland, we're gonna go undefeated through the playoffs. 16-0." I was like, "Oh no!" As soon as you say that, and it was the day of Game 3 that they said that
it was over.
So they got a fresh haircut. And they got a loss that day, and it was a loss that then spawned a second loss to the Raptors. Now the series is tied at 2. Does this 2-game win streak for the Raptors just change the entire series?
Huge momentum. Huge momentum. Who would have... Okay, look, if the Cavs won Game 3, it's over. I don't care if they won 3 in a row.
No team comes back from 3 games. Or do they? We'll get there.
Stay tuned. But yeah, now that they won 2 in a row, I can't say the Raptors are going to win the series, but it's up for grabs. It is absolutely up for grabs. Why are you checking your emails? This kid's on the show checking his emails.
It's professional, I swear.
Yes. Anyway, so yeah, I still think it's up for grabs. What do you think? Do you think there's going to be a clear winner?
No. I think if I say that Cleveland is going to be a clear winner, then I'm not taking into account the fact that they were 2-0 this series
and fell
after 10-0 after a 10-0 start. Most people would have said, "Oh yeah, Cleveland has this in the bag."
Absolutely.
So now tied 2-2, I'm definitely not going to say Cleveland has it in the bag, and I'm definitely not going to say the Raptors have it in the bag when they're facing Cleveland and LeBron.
Critical Game 5. I feel whoever wins the next game wins the series. I don't think this is going 7 games, but it could.
And listen,
I just feel like whoever wins this next game...
I get why you're saying that, because obviously it just looks like if the Raptors win 3 straight, you're not...
They win.
You're going to win.
Yeah, you're not going to destroy that momentum.
If the Cavs stop the momentum and just kill it right here. Yeah, I think it is pivotal. It's of course going to be it's always a pivotal Game 3 and a pivotal Game 5 when you talk about these series, because if it's tied 1-1 or if it's tied 2-2. This is going to be the game that is good. It's really sad that it's underrated, because we all expected Golden State to be running away with this series. So this would have been a much better game if that were the case. But everyone's forgetting about that game, so I'm glad we brought attention to it.
Yeah.
But now let's go to the game that everyone cares about.
Yeah.
Or the series. Golden
cares.
State down 3-1 against the Oklahoma City Thunder. I would have asked you if you thought that was going to happen, but I know for a fact you didn't.
Yeah, plus on the show I said, I gave them credit, the Thunder. I said you can't underrate them, but I said Golden State in 5. Now, I was wrong. I was completely wrong.
The series is not even over.
It might be Oklahoma City in 5 at this point.
Well, okay, I'll go with what you said, but I want to get back to that. Yeah, I said that they would end it. I think I even said they'd end it in 4. They just win.
Sweep?
They just sweep. But
wow.
that might have been originally. But once they lost that game, the first time that Golden State lost to the Oklahoma City Thunder, when we were saying, Steph Curry still played well. It wasn't a big indicator. I was like, yeah, they'll just win the rest of the game.
And then they crushed them the next game.
And then they did. Yeah. And then Oklahoma City just
demolished them in Game 3.
I've
never seen I mean, was that the 76ers out there, or was that Golden State? That's what I felt. That's what I kept saying to myself.
To ask that question, that's a 5 seed playing against a 1 seed. And I'm talking about Golden State looking like the 5 seed.
Yeah.
So it's unbelievable. But now going back to what you said they probably won't. They probably are going to win this series, the Thunder. You said probably. Do you think it's probable? Do you think it's definitely? Give me a percentage.
Okay. Well, actually, that's a good question because if any team were to go from 3-1,
that was going to be my
if there's going to be any team out there down 3-1 in the conference finals and come back and win the series, Golden State, absolutely.
Of course, any other team down 3-1 and we're not having this conversation, it's series over. I mean, we're thinking that if in the Cavs-Raptors series, if you take it 3-2, you've won the series.
Yeah.
In any other series, 3-1, it's over. Golden State, you venture to say, I mean, if they win, they have 2 games at home now. If they win the next game, they hold Oklahoma City, they're 3-2. Now they're only 1 game back from tying the series.
Yeah.
And they go back home.
Mm-hmm.
That's a winnable game. And now the series is tied, and it's a 1-game playoff to get to the finals. And forget about what we've seen this series. Who do you want in a 1-game playoff to go to the NBA Finals? Steph Curry. I think everybody would say out there, Steph Curry. And Steph Curry around this team.
Yeah.
So I think that when it comes to that's why the series is not over. Because Golden State still has a liable chance to get in.
Absolutely. And, at this point in time, every game, you could even quote me on this, every game is a winnable game for Golden State. You can quote me on that.
Every game is a
winnable game.
It has to be, right? You would think so. And
This is the best team in the regular season based on the record, but imagine, because we talked about it, how great they beat the 95-96 Bulls record, and now they might not win the ring. I mean, does that even mean anything now? If they lose,
are they better than the Bulls now?
Yeah. Can you go back to that?
Can you really work that comparison anymore? Because sure you beat the record, but you don't have a ring for it.
Yeah.
Like, does it even matter?
It doesn't matter at that point. Honestly, it can't. Not 1 game. If you win 1 extra game and lose the ring, lose out on it, doesn't mean anything now.
Of course.
Doesn't mean anything.
Of course. I mean, you're losing your record. And now, let's say Oklahoma City advances and wins in the NBA Finals.
Now imagine if they lose in the NBA Finals. You just lost to a team that loses.
Going off that,
yeah,
right? Just if Oklahoma City wins.
Yeah.
What does your record matter? They had a far worse record than you did, but they're now the best team in the league for the season. So really, it's going to open up this whole other questionnaire that we'll get to later on our other shows after we see the result of this series, which could be over as soon as tomorrow, or could extend till next week. I mean, we don't know. But what do you think is going to happen? You think it's over for Golden State? You think they had their chance?
I don't know. I'm not going to say games. I just think it's over for Golden State. Thunder is going to win.
I agree with you. I think just having to win 3 games in a row like that.
It's possible, but it's unlikely.
Of course, it's unlikely. And we're forgetting how good the Thunder have played.
Yeah, you can't underrate the Thunder. They're a great team, and they took down the Spurs. I mean, they're just a great team.
We have a bunch of unanswered questions. Steph Curry, is he healthy? Will he play? Will Golden State come back? Will Oklahoma City finish it off? Who's going to win the pivotal Game 5, Cleveland or the Raptors? All of those are going to get answered by by next week's show, so tune into that. And for today, I'm Raphael Leah.
And I'm John Jackson. This is The Man Cave.